Welcome to Hey Jude, What's Cooking? Today I'm very, very lucky. I've got Jillian and Zoe, two of my students from Brookline High, and we're going to make for you Vietnamese spring rolls. We picked this dish because it's 90 degrees today and we're really hot and we don't want to cook, but we want to be able to eat something delicious and full of veggies. In this case, our veggies are carrots, julienne, cucumbers, little sugar peas. The seedless cucumbers, baby cucumbers, are ideal because they have very, very small seeds, the baby ones. These aren't seedless. Tempeh and tofu. We also have mung bean sprouts and cabbage and hoisin sauce to sort of give it some flavor. So what the kids are going to do right now is they're going to start julienning things so that we can get everything prepped. They want to make sure that they've got enough carrot and peas and everything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, while they're just cutting the veg and getting everything ready, how to soak these little rice paper wrappers. Basically, these are made out of rice, so they're gluten-free. A lot of times these spring rolls have rice vermicelli noodles, which are the tiniest, thinnest noodle. Because we didn't have those today, I decided to substitute and make up for the bulk with a little bit of cabbage. You also want to have a bowl with very, very hot water. You don't need to boil the water, but it certainly has to be hot enough to melt these. And you're going to start submerging this halfway and making circles. Go around until you start getting it to be pretty transparent and pretty pliable. Okay, you're really going to look for that pliability. If you make these too soft, they're going to be really, really hard for you to roll up. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually I'm going to reach over to Zoe's, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this hoisin sauce because this is going to give me some flavor. Maybe I'll paint it on with a little carrot. So there we go. It's a good carrot brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some cabbage. And once again, I mentioned that we could have used vermicelli noodles. You can use anything. The beauty of these wrappers, it's sort of like sushi. You can make it out of anything. In this case, we're going to use some mung bean sprouts. And then I'm going to pilfer from the girls. I'm going to take a little bit of tofu. We cut these into thin slices. And this gives us a lot of protein. And then just for color, I want to add a little bit of cucumber. Thank you. And a little bit of carrot. Thanking you. Okay, now in terms of rolling this, all we have to do is grab one end, push this in a little bit, give it a little bit of a push. Try to get it as tight as possible. Roll it up till it's almost completely rolled. Fold the little ends in and continue to roll. Try to keep it very, very, very tight. It's okay if it doesn't come out perfectly. This isn't the most perfect spring roll, but that's okay. We'll cut it and serve it. So girls, do you guys want to stop your cutting and help me make some?
Oh, sure.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna cut these first, though.
Sure, I'd love that.
So just like down the side?
Yeah, she's going to julienne the scallions. So let's have a look at that. First, she's going to just take the beard off because we want to use some of that white, right? Then why don't you cut off this part because that doesn't look very good at the end. Good. Now, if you cut them into, let's say, little lengths, cut this in half, and then julienne, and you can do the same, julienne. Cut the little beard off. Perfect. Cut the yucky ends off. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and julienne. So cut those in half, and then each half into a half. Be careful. So I'm going to do this again. Sweetie, can you show people also how to do julienne a carrot? Yeah. And then what do you do?
Cut.
Yep. Little bit.
Thin.
Yep, perfect. And this is what they'll look like. Beautiful little julienne. This is a matchstick. It looks just like a matchstick. And it's easier to eat when it's a julienne as opposed to a dice or pieces or rounds. perfect. I'm going to steal some of these scallions. They're perfect. They're just what I needed. And then I'm going to steal some cucumber. Now, sometimes these come with shrimp or with chicken. I chose to make them vegan, but you can certainly use anything you want. And also, you can use leftovers. I find that these are great to roll leftovers in. So, I've got this one done. This is going to be a little bit smaller, maybe. A little thinner, a little easier to roll. And then go ahead and fold in. And fold in. And then roll, 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 roll. There we go, is another one. Now, do you guys want to try one? Sure. Yay! By the way, they're on camera, so they're being shy. They're usually not this shy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move, and you guys go ahead over there. Good. And I'm going to actually help you by cutting more tempeh.
So we just put it through like a loop.
Yep. So keep turning. Yeah. It really changes the texture. It softens up, it becomes translucent and pliable.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Perfect. Now, you don't have to use cabbage. If you don't like cabbage, don't use cabbage. Do you like cabbage?
I like cabbage.
Yay. How can you not like cabbage? Do you like cabbage? Good.
See ya.
Anything else you want? I'm going to cut some tempeh.
Oh my. Yeah, I think so. Put some of this in there.
Yep.
Try a little bit of the sauce. How should I do that?
I'm using a carrot brush.
Okay.
Beautiful. That looks perfect.
Okay, so then
Just try to roll it up as tight as possible. I would say you could roll in the sides first and then cover it and roll it. Or you could just go ahead and roll it. I think it's easier to roll than do the sides. Now it's pretty saucy, but that's okay. You've got it. That's it. Perfect. Don't worry about those sides. If you don't push them in, it's fine.
it's kind of pushed in.
Yeah, good. Now, that's okay. Now, sometimes what I like to do is also, I like to season my tofu or my tempeh. I might marinate the tofu in a little bit of soy sauce and ginger. I might actually cook the tempeh also with a little bit of soy sauce, ginger, scallions, garlic, or you can leave it as it is. It's delicious both ways. The tempeh as it is so nutty and it's almost meaty-like. So it's really got a proteinaceous flavor and body to it. Good.
This might be too much stuff.
It might be kind of fat, but that's okay.
That's why it didn't work.
Give it a try. You can do it.
Rolling burrito.
Yep.
It's a lot harder than rolling a burrito.
There you go.
Good enough.
It's adorable. Perfect. It's beautiful. And that's it for our beautiful Vietnamese spring rolls. Thank you, Jillian and Zoe, for coming and cooking with me. I've missed you. I'm glad to have you. Love you guys. Bye. All right. Do you want to eat? Yes. Time to eat.